Welcome to an opportunity that we have found to be life-changing. Hello, my name's Tammy Elmore. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. This month marks my 3-year anniversary with Plexus. Plexus is no respecter of persons. Actually, it has people from all walks of occupations, all walks of life, from teachers to students to construction workers, office managers, cosmetologists, people in the medical field. The list goes on and on. It's no respecter of occupation, and it's no respecter of age. When you're 18 years old, you can join Plexus Worldwide, and we have people that are 18 years old. This leads us to our first guest speaker, and that's going to be Abby Jo Hildebrand. Abby is 22 years old. She's an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and we're going to hear how Plexus has helped Abby to see that dreams really do come true. I'm going to turn this over to Abby Hildebrand. Abby?
Thank you very much, Tammy. Okay, to start off, I want everyone to kind of think back whenever you were a child. If you're like most people, you started off life as a young kid with big dreams. The child is never short of ideas or individuality, right? Sadly, most people have let what we call reality set in, and we forget all about our big dreams, let alone how to chase them. Have you ever thought that maybe God put those big dreams into our minds as children for a reason, that maybe He wanted us to actually chase them? What if I told you that you could live a life with purpose again and not just go through the motions? What if you could start dreaming it like a child again? What if you never had to grow up and life could be fun forever? That sounds kind of far-fetched, right? Well, maybe it's not. Whenever I was a freshman in high school, I made a mental list of what I wanted in a career. And I remember thinking about this. And what I wanted to own my own business, to be my own boss, but I didn't want to have to boss anybody. I didn't want to have to hire or fire anybody. I didn't want to have to do payroll, that kind of thing. I wanted to meet a lot of people. I wanted to travel, and I wanted to help people. And like you might be thinking, I suddenly realized that there wasn't really necessarily a job that fit that entire description. So by college, I'd completely forgotten about that mental list, to be honest with you. But I did something that I want to ask you to do. I kept an open heart and I kept an open mind. I knew without a doubt that God had something big for me, and I wasn't going to be judgmental on what he presented to me. I was just going to be open with it. And that is when Plexus fell into my lap. So I was just barely open-minded enough to say, what if Plexus could change everything for me? So I jumped on board. I'm Abby Jo Hildebrand, like Tammy said, Emerald Ambassador, 22 years old, and I have found the job of my dreams with Plexus. That mental list that I made of everything that I wanted to have in a career, you can put a check mark by every single one of them with Plexus. It's crazy. It's amazing. In 2015 alone, I was able to not only make some of the best friends that I've ever had in my life, but I was able to travel with them too. Just a few of the places that I went was Dallas, Austin, Memphis, Nashville, Maui, Washington, D.C. That was all in 2015, and that's just to name a few. This way of making a living definitely is not the traditional way that society tells us that we should follow, but in my experience, it has been worlds better. Plexus has given me a life with no headaches, no sugar addiction. I have so much energy that I didn't have before. Plexus has allowed me to put my degree to the side and do what I absolutely love. I have been able to dream big again, and the best part is I get to bring my team up with me. So I've not only seen it change my personal life, but I've seen it change the lives of others that are on my team, and we get to dream big together. And it is just so much fun to watch it change so many lives as this company blesses each and every one of us. So I just want to leave you with the question, what if Plexus could change everything for you like it has for all of us?
Thank you, Abby. I'm so thankful to know Abby and to watch her story unfold. It has been quite rewarding to see Abby have the success that she's had and to see her dreams come true. Today, Most people are acquiring debt at a very young age. College loans, credit card debt. The Wall Street Journal says on the average, students leave college on an average of over $35,000 in debt. And that number's rising. Credit card debt statistically averages about $15,000 per family, and it's rising. Debt can cause so many things like stress, depression, divorce, poverty, and this is something we all need to be aware of. And the question is, how do we avoid these large amounts of debt? Well, like Abby said, network marketing is a different way to make a living. And what Abby has chosen for her career is network marketing. Abby's not going to contribute to these rising statistics that I just talked about. She has $0 in college loans, and she's been able to purchase a home in the last year. And we showed a picture of that earlier. So proud for her success with network marketing with Plexus. Our next guest is Joe Zook. Now, Joe is a husband, and he's a father of 4 children. Joe is going to tell us how Plexus has allowed him to do these things and stay at home while he does them. So, Joe Zook, you are our next guest.
All right. Thank you so much, Tammy. And of course, it is an honor for me to be able to share with you guys tonight. And of course, as Tammy said, my name is Joe Zook, and I am a senior gold ambassador with Plexus. But first of all, let me give you guys a little bit of my background story. It was about just over 2 years ago, I was working full-time on a large cattle ranch in northwest Oklahoma. And of course, while I love everything about ranching, I was tied to a boss with a schedule that I didn't care for and had very little time with my family. The ranch covered about 17,000 acres, and my boss and I were the only full-time guys running it. So you can imagine it was tough. And I was always looking for a better option for my family. At the time, we had 4 kids, and we homeschooled, so it was tough to be there for any of their activities. And as many other people have seen on Facebook, my wife started seeing posts about this pink stuff that was supposed to be, quite frankly, the hottest thing since sliced bread, and that was kind of my take on it. But she decided to buy a 7-day trial pack for both of us to try. We tried it for a few days, and we both loved it. The long version of this may or may not include something about a skeptical husband, but I'll let that out of it. But anyway, being the good husband that I am, I did some research. I found some testimonies, started to realize that there really may be something to this. And, of course, I wanted to be able to buy it at wholesale and have the opportunity to possibly sell some. For $34.95, what did I have to lose? So I went ahead and jumped in. We started to consistently take the products, and soon we were seeing some pretty amazing results. I got my wife back, and some health issues that I'd struggled with for years started to disappear. But the rest of that's a story for another day. On to March of 2014, I started to realize the opportunity that I had with Plexus, and I decided to get serious about the business, and we have been growing ever since. We have friends, family, total strangers that have joined us on this amazing adventure, and since then, I have quit ranching for the time being, and Plexus is now our main source of income. And of course, our growth has been slower than some, but it's been steady. And I really could not be where I am today if it weren't for the grace of God and my wife, who, by the way, is a gold ambassador, and of course, my family and my amazing team that supports me all the way. I do love the time freedom that I now have working our business from home. You know, we've traveled together as a family. We've been able to do a lot of things that we weren't able to do before, that we didn't have time to do, and I'm able to be there for my kids for the opportunities they have and activities that they have, to be there for them. And we also just had a new baby 12 weeks ago, so now I have 5 kids, and I cannot begin to tell you how amazing it was to be able to take off as much time as I needed to help with the baby and to get readjusted around the house. And I even have a bassinet in my office now, which I really like that. So if you're skeptical about this whole Plexus thing, I would just advise you to jump in. Just dive in, go for it. I don't think you will ever regret it. I know that we haven't regretted it. It has been one of the best decisions that we have ever made. Of course, for years, my wife and I also dreamed of being able to bring freedom to others, whether that's spiritually, physically, mentally, financially, whatever that may be. And Plexus has kind of brought all that together in one for us, and it's been amazing. And for that, I give God all the honor and glory. And thank you, Tammy, again for allowing me to share. I'll turn it back over to you.
Well, Joe, I'm so glad that you swallowed your pride in the beginning after you're a little skeptical, and that happens a lot. What a blessing it is to know, Joe. What a blessing it is to know Joe and to see him be a work-from-home dad. Joe now enjoys flexibility with his time, and he gets to be his own boss, and he doesn't have to miss out on a thing with his family. He can do all this and still provide for them. I like to call this freedom. Joe and Tansy is his wife, work together in this business, and they're wonderful leaders. Before Plexus, I did not know Joe and Tansy, but Plexus has brought them into my life, and I am thankful for them as friends and business partners now. Our next guest is going to be Dusty Duncan. Dusty is a dear friend of mine. She's a mother of 2 active boys and a wife. Dusty was, before Plexus, trading her time for money when Plexus found her. Never in a million years, I know I can speak for her, did she dream that she was going to be leading a team and on this call sharing her life story of an opportunity that has transformed her life. Dusty, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Tammy. I feel blessed and honored to be asked to speak on this call tonight and share with you part of my Plexus journey. So I just want to start out by saying, have you ever felt like in your life you have missed an opportunity? Maybe your opportunities have passed you by. Back in 2013, I was that mother that had a full-time job. Actually, I had 2 jobs, a day job and one I worked at nights. And I was 36 years old, and I felt like opportunity had really passed me by. I thought, this is just how my life's going to be, and I accepted it. I accepted the fact that I missed a lot of things with my children. I accept the fact that some nights I didn't get to kiss them on the forehead before they fell asleep. But I was working, and we were paying our bills, and we had a roof over our head, and we had food in our bellies. And so I thought, that is just how life was, right? I can't imagine anybody else feeling that way, right? We just take life for what it is, and we think that's all we have, what we've been given. Well, in February of 2013, I was with my great friend Tammy Elmore at a junior rodeo watching our boys rope when she looked over at me and she offered me the opportunity of Plexus. Guys, I almost let this opportunity slip through my fingers because of my pride. I thought, that's just something that success comes for everybody else, not for me, not for regular people ever. So I smiled and I told her, no, I'm not interested in that, but I'll try your products because it can't hurt, right? Had a 60-day money-back guarantee. And I thought in my mind, I'm going to be a great friend and I'm going to try her products and then I'm going to get my money back and my friendship will be untarnished. What happened, guys? I got these awesome products. I tried them and my life forever changed on the day 1 of trying these products, and I had no idea what was about to follow. You see, I started the products because I was a good friend, right? But I gained no more diverticulitis issues. I gained no more skin condition that I battled for 12 years that was so awful. That went away. My blood sugar levels went back to normal for the first time in years. I started to lose some weight. My food allergies started to disappear, and other people in my home were getting great results as well. And I remember my great friend telling me, Dusty, this could be that job that got you out of those other jobs. And so I decided one day, after having the threat of losing one of those jobs and not being able to feed my children, I decided to give it a shot. Pulled my car over, made a post on Facebook about what was going on with my family. And guys, that day started something very special for me and my family and my amazing team underneath me. That post that day led me to walking away from my day job on October 11th of 2013. And I got to become that stay-at-home mom that never misses any more ball games. I don't miss any more rodeos. I don't wait for that text or that call from my husband or another family member to tell me what happened. And I get to kiss the boys on the forehead at night whenever they go to sleep. I don't have to miss any more of those things. And to think that I almost missed this opportunity because I didn't believe that it was for regular people like me. That was life-changing when I realized this opportunity was for real. It was not only changing my family's health, but it turned me into that stay-at-home mom that I always dreamed to be. And then a few months later, it turned my husband into that stay-at-home father that he always dreamed to be. And now he never misses a ball game. He never misses a rodeo. And he never misses picking those boys up every day from school. That is our highlight of every day. We make a point to be in that car, go to that school, and pick those boys up together. Our life financially has been blessed. We never worry now how we're going to put gas in the vehicles. We never worry about how we're going to buy food to put on the table. Our lives have been forever changed, and thousands of lives have been forever changed just on our team alone. And that's just me. Can you imagine what it's doing for other people in Plexus? Isn't that crazy? So I want to leave you with this. My life has been forever changed because I accepted an opportunity that came in front of me when I thought opportunity had passed me by. Don't ask yourself after you see this video, what if I didn't accept this opportunity? Don't ask yourself, what if opportunity has passed me by? Because guys, the opportunity is right in front of you if you'll only open your eyes large enough to see it. Thank you, Tammy, for having me on the call tonight.
Thank you. When you pair an amazing lady with an amazing opportunity, you get amazing results. So Plexus's generous compensation plan has given Dusty and her husband Derek the opportunity to be work from home parents, and they are not missing out on a thing. They're raising their boys and getting to be a part of everything that they do. Who can relate? Who can relate to this? Exhausted, working more than one job, your budget's tapped out, debt is rising, children in college, children at home, a ceiling on the amount of money you can make no matter how hard you work more than one job at a time, sleep deprived due to working so much, sleep deprived due to worry from the debt, crying out to God for an opportunity. This is my story before Plexus. And I've learned that it's not just my story, but it's the story of many people. As Dusty said, the products, we've heard product testimony tonight, and they're amazing. 40% of our products are purchased from customers and not even ambassadors. They're changing lives. But we have a business opportunity that is changing people's lives also. We're focusing on the business tonight. Most people go to college or go to work after high school, and they find themselves very quickly financially strapped, emotionally stressed, and physically tired. Most people never really intend to be a slave to debt, but the car breaks down. And maybe you have to borrow the money to fix it. And then the washing machine breaks. And you intended to pay off that debt from the car breaking down, but you have the washing machine. And then Christmas comes, and you get the picture. This happens in so many people's lives. How do I know? Because it happened to me. Now, guys, I'm going to tell you, I was an unlikely person to jump in to the Plexus opportunity. Personally, I was a very healthy person. I was not overweight, and I had been in network marketing before, but it just wasn't the company for me. But I'm so thankful that when God placed Plexus in my path, I didn't pass on the opportunity that He placed there. The products have helped my family and the families that you've heard about here this evening in ways that we would never have dreamed of. Our bodies have gotten healthy, and we're not struggling with so many issues. My family alone, I could tell you dozens of issues we no longer struggle from because we've gotten our bodies healthy, and these products have helped us to do that. We've leveled blood sugars. Chronic pain has gone away. ADHD symptoms, we're not dealing with those. Allergies, we have energy now. And there's so much more. Financially, all of our bills are met. And I no longer work for anyone else. I have freedom and I have flexibility with my time to enjoy and to work whenever, wherever I want to. In 2008, Plexus bought out a network marketing company, and they introduced some amazing products and an amazing compensation plan that would award ambassadors generously. And that is what you've seen here tonight with the testimonies that have been shared. They've been awarded generously with the compensation plan. This resulted in great success and phenomenal growth with the company. Now we have a proven company that's going on its 8th year and has thousands of testimonies of lives changed. If you or someone you know is looking for a financial opportunity and or you're looking for better health, Plexus could be just what you're looking for. My question for you is, what if Plexus could change everything? Thank you for being in this meeting this evening. We hope you've gained something that you could benefit from, or maybe you know someone who could benefit from it. So please share. Good night.